Hey everyone, this will be the second episode of Through a Pathologist's Eyes, and I wish to show a very interesting case, or rather, interesting case. And what you're seeing right now on the screen is a section from uterus or the myometrium. And what is seen here, what is seen here, there is some kind of glandular structure in the myometrium. So, why should there be a glandular structure in the myometrium? So, when we see a glandular structure in the myometrium, most possibly or most probably it is adenomyosis. So adenomyosis is basically presence of glands, endometrial glands or stroma, or both the glands and stroma in between the the muscle fibers of the myometrium. So what is seen surrounding this area is the myometrial muscles. So it is seen within or in between the smooth muscles of the myometrium. So this is what we call adenomyosis. If such a structure, or if the endometrial stroma and the glands are seen in any other part of the body other than myometrium, it is called endometriosis. And endometriosis is usually seen in ovaries. We can have endometriotic cyst or chocolate cyst, and in scars it can come in scars, and then it is called as a scar endometriosis. But this is not the thing that, or the finding that I wanted to show in this video. There's another interesting finding. I'll just move a little bit the screen a little bit with. I think there is a little bit of slowness when I move in the microscope. It is not as swift as it is supposed to be. There is a kind of lag period, and it's quite large. I will have to look through the microscope and focus. I'll just see for a second if it's possible. If it's not, I'll just abandon this and look through the microscope and focus. I think it's kind of slow. One more second. Okay, I'll just focus through the microscope. So what is to be said that when I focus, it'll be won't be seen the screen, because the microscope doesn't allow two screens to be seen at the same time. That is one problem that I would be facing, or rather we'll be facing. Anyway, this is the area that I wanted to show. I want to just adjust a little more, fine adjustment. So what you see here, this is again the myometrium only. What you see here, this is a blood vessel. These are vessels in the myometrium, and within the vessels you can see large structures like this. What are these? What are these within the vessels, inside the vessels, growing in the vessel? So this is the interesting finding that I wanted to show. Here you can see another vessel. This is a vessel, and there is nothing inside here. But here, and I mean not just nothing, there's blood inside. RBCs can be visualized, but here it is something else is growing inside the lumen of the vessel, which was supposed to be empty. So that is the interesting area in this case. So yeah, it is not just there. You can see again here, so multiple areas we can see within the vessels some kind of a structure. So this is what you call intravascular leomyomatosis. That is, within the vessels we can have leomyomas. Leomyomas are usually seen in the myometrium, and if you have within the vessels, it is called intravascular leomyomatosis. And we'll go to a higher power. Again, the focusing will be an issue, and okay, thankfully it's not a big time. I think it's kind of visible, right? So what is appreciable in this, or what we can appreciate in this case is that this has a lot of hemorrhage, and it is kind of very vascular. See all this red thing that you're seeing, this RBCs. Within this is that lesion, a higher power of that growth that we saw within the vessels. The growth that we saw within the vessels, the higher power is seen now, and we can see that a lot of RBCs are there, and also many vessels. See, these are vessels are also there, not just RBCs in the tissue. So there are a lot of RBCs. Then there is the spindle kind of cells. So leiomyomas are basically spindle cell lesions in spindle cell neoplasms. So one thing that differentiates the intravascular leiomyomas are that it is very vascular, and there is a lot of hemorrhage um, in the lesion. So this is what we call intravascular leiomyoma, and many such lesions were seen in this case. And it was a incidental finding, because in this case particularly grossly we didn't see any such lesion, and under the microscope we saw many of such, and I think it was quite interesting for ones watching also, just like it was interesting for us and to me and my I mean me and my colleagues. So thank you, that's it. So this is a case of intravascular leiomyomatosis. Again, you can just appreciate the beautiful lesion within the vessel. Okay, thank you.